Hi, Yogi, and welcome to your practice. My name is Alan. This is Yin Yoga. For today's flow, we shall talk about the root chakra or the Muladhara. It is located at the tip of our tailbone, and they say that to harness or cultivate our root chakra is to create a grounding space when it comes to our practice. And so for today's flow, most of our flows will be bounded on the ground. Maybe our hips, maybe our feet would stay on the ground, maybe our entire body. So these are all grounding poses, and that would help our root chakra. They say that an unstable root chakra would mean that feeling of emptiness, that insecurity, that feeling of anxiety and restlessness. And so we want to be able to feel complete, to feel stable, to feel grounded. And that's what we will do for the next 30 minutes. So go ahead when you're ready. Begin to cross your legs and sit on your sukhasana, your easy seated pose. And doesn't need to be in your full lotus or half lotus. All you need to do is find that suitable sitting position. If you need to feel more comfort, then you may slide a thin pillow or roll a blanket and place it under your hips. And just be sure that you don't feel anything, any hanging sensation around the hips, around the knees, or the joints, or the ankles. And when you're ready, placing your hands on your lap. Begin to gaze downwards, gently gazing on the space right in front of you. Let both sit bones rest on your mat. Allow yourself to just be gentle at this point. Breathing in and out of your nose. Relaxing the sides of your neck, the tops of your shoulders, your elbows, your arms. You can feel your breath beginning to slow down. You can feel your hips laying gently on your mat. Imagine you're in a forest and your feet and your hips, you can feel the soil beneath you. Almost feel the moss or maybe the grasses under you. Continue breathing in and out of your nose. If you feel that you're getting worried and you'll notice your breath is a little bit short, then try to catch yourself and come back. Allow this practice to slow you down. You don't need to think a lot in this position. Just allow yourself to sit still. Just let yourself be. Now take one big inhale and exhale completely. We're gonna sweep our feet under, and this time we'll have our feet on the floor. And for those of you who have trouble with with our heels being on the mat, maybe you can see yourself tiptoeing. You may place a block or two or roll a blanket or a towel underneath your heels for you to be able to feel that grounding. Yeah? And we will stay here in your malasana, your squat. And what we will do is, I'm encouraging you to really fall inwards so you can collapse your shoulders as you try to envelope yourself, right, on with your legs while in this position. So go ahead. You may grab the opposite sides of your elbows. As you gaze downwards, try to feel your feet connected to the ground. You may relax your neck, your entire back, and just rest your belly perhaps on the tops of your thighs. You may gaze softly downwards. And let the toes, the balls of your feet, and your heels really communicate and connect to Mother Earth. Continue breathing in and out of your nose. Allow yourself to just stay. When you're ready, begin to stay on your tippy or the fingertips rather. And what we will do, we're gonna lift our hips slowly and gently off the ground as we pull our head down to our Uttanasana forward fold. You may want to bend your knees or micro bend them, allowing your belly to rest on top of your thighs. From here, grab the opposite sides of your elbows. And let the weight in front allow you to stay. You can't just feel your feet, but also you can feel your ankles, your calf muscles, your hamstrings. Allow yourself to stay here for a few more minutes. Slowly release one hand after the other and place your fingertips on the mat. You may walk forward and you may step back. From here, spread your fingers wide and planting your heels down. This is your Adho Mukha Svanasana, your downward facing dog. Now this is allowing you to connect your feet and your palms on the ground. It's okay to lift your heels. If you need, go ahead, bend your knees and pull your hips to the back. Or you may place a towel or a rolled blanket underneath your heels to allow yourself to adjust. And instead of keep pressing on your palms, try to activate your feet as well. Slowly inhale, look forward. Begin to bend one knee at a time until you can rest them on your mat. You stay here for a while on your tabletop. So stacking your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. You may tuck your toes behind and stay. Slowly, you're gonna walk your hands towards your knees until you can place your hands on top of your quads. Begin to pull your knees as wide as the mat with your toes, your big toes together. So we're gonna stay on your toe squat for a while, allowing yourself to feel the earth with your feet, your toes. So keep pressing here, and we'll be here for a few more minutes. Now, slowly on your next inhale, begin to move forward, dropping your palms on the ground. Untuck your toes slowly and gently until you can sit down on your heels. You'll notice that your hips would automatically lay down on your heels. And when you're ready, we're gonna walk forward with our hands spread out until you can drop your elbows as well and your forehead down on the ground. Allow yourself to feel that warmth of the ground. Slowly inhale, you're gonna walk your hands under your shoulders as you press yourself up back to your Virasana, your Thunderbolt pose. Now we are getting ready for us to really contact ourselves on the ground as we lie ourselves down on our mat. So go ahead, begin to have your hips staying on the floor with knees bent and your heels planted on the ground. When you're ready, begin to walk your hands back until you can lie down. Spread your feet apart with your hands a little bit away from your waist, with your palms facing upwards. And try to adjust your shoulders, your hips, and your legs, maybe your clothes as well. And from here, we're gonna close our eyes, maybe gaze softly to the tip of your nose until it's okay for you to rest. Now slowly come back to center. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. And begin to bend your knees and plant your feet on the ground. Begin to blink your eyes open as you roll onto one side with the closest arm on the ground extended. Allow yourself to stay here. And with the other arm, begin to press yourself up slowly but gently as you come back to your Sukhasana, your easy seated pose. And again, you don't need to have your full lotus or your half lotus to stay on an easy seated pose. Begin to place your hands on your lap. And we're gonna find the relaxation once again in this humble pose of your Sukhasana. Allow yourself to release any remaining tension of your body. Let your mind stay and feel that connection of your body to the ground. Imagine you are growing roots. For you to be able to grow upwards. For you to be able to bear leaves and fruits. Because of a stable ground, because of a healthy earth. Because of a rich soil. Slowly come back to center, breathing in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale it out. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Placing your hands together to your heart center. I hope you enjoy this slow but fruitful grounding yin yoga practice today. I hope to see you again on your next flow. This time, trying to explore the other chakras with yin yoga. Thank you so much.